we're doing, so we're going to bring you along with us. They're going to kick us out of the church. I only made 38. They're supposed to make 50.
They ain't going to kick you out of church. They know how good you can cook.
I don't know about that. All right, friends. This is a different kind of video today because this
Friends,
is...
Romans, and countrymen.
That's it. Hello.
Lend me your ear.
Okay, because number one, y'all are fixing, if you're new, if you've
Fix it.
Oh my stars, if you're fixing to, he's got me messing up.
If you're about to.
If you have just moved in to Heritage Ways, meaning like if you're new here, bless your heart, and you're fixing to meet Mr. Patient. Now, this video is, trying to figure out my light. This video is super different from others because it's going to have minimal editing. And it was either not make this video or make it, which, okay, that was dumb. But what I mean is, we are just kind of working together in the kitchen today and chatting. Actually, he's working. I just got home from running errands and I'm going to show you where I was. But this is Mr.
Sorry, I
Patient.
keep looking out the window because my son's out, our 14-year-old son's out here using the log splitter to split wood. So I'm just keeping an eye on him as I'm working around the kitchen.
You've got, okay, so Mr. Patient's got a shadow on his head. He calls it a halo, but you know, I don't know. We didn't get out the...
I'm an angel.
We didn't get out the... You're fixing to find out why he's called Mr. Patient after I get through finding out if he did what I told him to while I was gone. We didn't get out the filming lights for this. Like I said, this is just a casual... I mean, we try to be real at all times. Today we're being extra real right now with y'all. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you I can't bend over very easily because I hurt my back. That'll be resolved once I go to the chiropractor Monday morning. But today, right now is Saturday. And I'm going to put this out on Sunday for y'all. It's going to probably be longer than the average, bear video. But get yourself something to drink and sit down and just join us in the kitchen today. I guess my lighting's okay enough. So he's making, we just made a little ditty video, little thing for Patreon, talking a little bit more in depth of why we're making this food. We're not going to do that now, other than to say it's for Thanksgiving. He's making Chex Mix, the recipe's in my first cookbook, and he attempted making, bless his heart, he attempted sausage pinwheels. Well, you're the one that said you didn't know what you were doing, so I'm going to take...
I've never done it before, so I stopped before I ruined it. So Miss Katie could take over.
Excuse me.
I was on the right track.
Yes, the dough can be tricky, I guess, if you haven't made it before.
I put the liquid in it that it called for, and it's still not enough. So
well, it can be tricky, and anyway, so that also is in my cookbook. So I'm going to show you where I went with Little Miss Homemaker right now. And I'm showing him because he hasn't seen this stuff yet. And I want to tell you, I know you need to use that. I know. I want to tell you, so I was at, it's called Milk and Honey Acres, I think, or Homestead or something. Anyway, Milk and Honey. They're on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. But I met her at Log Cabin Days, which is an Amish thing. Anyway, I met her. She was a vendor, and so she said that she would be having an open house. I asked her to let me know, and she did. Her name is Anna. I know you are.
You're moving it on me.
Her name is Anna. Her sister's name's Heidi. So I went out to their farm, which is very nice. You would like it out there. Once I give you the address, you can look it up. And okay.
Well,
I know, but this will wait. You can put it on the stove while I show you what I got. Do you mind?
Well, okay.
Thank you.
And my butter's going to get hard.
No, it won't. Move your spoon over, and I want to show you what I got. So y'all can go and Facebook Milk and Honey Acres. And I wanted to tell you, so they've got grass-fed beef, they've got pasture-raised turkeys that they sell, free-ranged eggs, pastured heritage poultry, 100% grass-fed beef, homemade soap, all kinds of things. So I was thrilled to find them hand-woven items. Heidi was sitting there hand-weaving when we were there. They do herbal classes, master
How far
herbalist.
are they from us here in the village?
10 minutes, 11 minutes, I think it was.
Okay.
Healthy soil produces healthy plants. Healthy plants produce healthy livestock. Healthy livestock and healthy plants make us healthy people. So, I'll write down below, Milk and Honey Acres, if you're on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, I'll write her email address too, because that's how I communicate with Anna. So we went to get gifts, and I've talked to y'all about supporting small, supporting local. You're going to read that in the journal when it comes out. We'll mail the journal in 2 days, Lord willing. So you're going to read about that kind of supporting small. We're all about local and small and the little guy, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's so important. Now, I got Thanksgiving tea, which I tasted, and it tastes something like chai. It's delicious. Apple spice tea. Got these all as gifts, but I think I might have to keep a Thanksgiving tea. I got these wool dryer balls that they made.
What are those supposed to do?
Well,
they're supposed to help with static or something?
Yes, sir. In the dryer, yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. And I guess Heidi made those because she's the weaver. And then I got for two, I get one, one gift that I'm mailing to somebody who's liable to watch this, so I'm not going to say who I'm mailing it to. But handmade soaps with a little tin, and I'll just fold that tin down and kind of fold it over and mail that as a gift. Excuse me. And more tea, mint tea, more apple spice tea, and then soaps, handmade soaps.
Are we doing a haul video? Is that what this is?
No, well, no, I just like to tell them about anytime you can shop small, shop local. And when I say local, I don't mean, sometimes I mean the country. You know, when I say shop local.
Made in America.
Alright, so I got rosemary mint soap, milk and honey oatmeal soap. Anyway, several different kinds. I got eight plus this rose or sunflower. So I just want to tell you that, and just to remind you and to encourage you to shop these small home businesses. Shop small, shop local. I mean, we're one of them. Heritage Way sells things, but I just encourage you to do that. So there, that is what I got. Let me just do this because. All right, and maybe I can zoom in and show you when I edit, maybe, or maybe you can. There. So that's what I got, Mr. Patient. So you asked, but what I was most excited about was learning what we could get in the future and.
Yeah,
the beef and the turkeys and the poultry and so forth. So that is that. I know you're doing this. Oh, his oatmeal's heating up. Yeah, we don't have a microwave for health reasons. So we heat all our leftovers in the oven. You know, like you did before the years of the microwave back in the 70s.
Excuse me.
I'm getting out of your way. Well, not really, but. Little buddy, your oatmeal's ready.
Here.
Alright. So that is what I got. Got the Christmas shopping done for a few people, a couple people. Milk and Honey Acres. Oh, ouch. Oh. Alright, next I went to a local Amish bent and dent grocery kind of deal, and I got a couple more of these things. I'm not showing you everything I got. I'm just showing you this because these are so handy, and they're PBA free, which is the good plastic. So, and they stack if you're kind of sort of ish. If you, you know, in the pantry. Alright, so what I wanted to talk to you about today, and what Mr. Patient doesn't know he's fixing to help me with, bless his heart, he thought he was done with his cooking, is the stuffing balls for church tomorrow. We have church Thanksgiving dinner. And I've never made these stuffing balls. Little buddy, here's your spoon for your oatmeal. I've never made these stuffing balls. And we're fixing to do that here in a little bit. Makes 50 of them. I hope it's good. But anyway, that's my contribution to church. I can't remember, did I tell them I'd make 1 or 2 batches?
I don't know. Just make some.
Yeah. So it calls for celery, onion, carrots, butter, poultry seasoning, cream of chicken soup, a cup breadcrumbs dried, and a can of chicken broth. Now, here's the thing. We don't have this, or we may have it, but I don't see it in the South. We are from Tennessee, in case you're new to us. Just moved to Ohio a year ago. And these are just breadcrumbs for, dressing or stuffing. Excuse me, I need to get some water. For dressing or stuffing, there is a difference, y'all. Because we usually have, you see this stuff, the bag stuff. We could cut up some stuff. Alright, so here's the recipe part of this video. I got my sous chef here, my helper. So we're making stuffing balls. Here, come over where your face can shine. We're making stuffing balls. We've never heard of this before.
No.
So we don't know.
South, we have dressing.
This is unseasoned stuffing bread. That's what the tag says. Unseasoned, it's just dried bread. All right, let's read the recipe. Can you, man, I wasn't coughing until I start talking. Can you read to them the ingredients if they're wanting to jot it down? And then, or what we're fixing to do with that butter and the vegetables. Can you read that to them about the butter and the vegetables? How much and what we're doing, please.
All right, so we're sauteing celery, onions, carrots, and seasoning in butter until tender. So what we have is 1 1/4 cups of butter, which is 5 sticks, 4 to 5 cups of finely chopped celery, 1 cup finely chopped onion, 1+ cups of grated carrots, and then 3+ teaspoons of poultry seasoning. So all of that has to be sauteed together.
All right, now, he and I don't really care for celery.
I can eat it cooked.
Okay, well here's the thing.
Raw.
I just now started eating it raw in August. Or July.
See, I can't do raw.
Because, and the reason I remember that is because we had our second Sunday social here, which is a church thing that we host, and our friend, Brother Perry, brought chicken salad, and it had celery in it, and I don't eat celery. And, excuse me, and I tasted it. I tried to be nice and tell him I didn't care for celery, but it was so delicious. His chicken salad. So it's the strings I don't like. You know.
Yeah.
So try to cut the strings out. And while ago, or get the strings out. While ago I was cutting the celery leaves, and that was really aromatic. You watching them?
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
That was really aromatic when I started cutting the leaves. I love celery leaves. Alright, like I said, we're not doing we're not trying to do any fancy camera filming, so I'm not going to bring the camera over here. We got 5 sticks of butter. Did you tell how much this makes?
What, as far as the...
Yeah, the volume, how much...
No.
You haven't got that far. Now, this is Get to Know Mr. Patient Day. Tell them about your favorite Christmas song. I love it too. And then what your part of it is. I want them to know that, because that's Mr. Patient trivia. Well, and I'm going to measure out the dried breadcrumbs. 36 cups. 36 cups of these cubes. And give me some water.
So it's the instrumental version of Sleigh Ride, where they have like the band. Because when I was in high school, I was in the band, and that was one of the songs that we played every year at our Christmas concert. So if you're going along through there's a couple of things. There's the part that sounds like the horse trotting, and then there's the thing that sounds like the whip cracking. So the whip crack was my best friend, Alan, and I got to do the glockenspiel that does the horse trot. So that's what I got. So that's my favorite song. Every time that song comes on, I got to turn it up. Excuse me, I got
3. Why don't you turn the camera off for a minute, please, while I'm measuring this and melting the butter. Alright, I'm curious what your favorite Christmas carol or Christmas song. Mr. Patient said his. I don't know that I have one necessarily. I have a lot that I love. 3 teaspoons of the poultry seasoning goes in the vegetables.
Well, and I have a lot I like too, but that's like just my favorite because of the memories it brings back.
And 1 to grow on, so 3 1/2. Alright, well, that is that. We will just, I'll read you the rest of the recipe. And saute the celery, onions, carrots, and seasoning in butter until tender. Then remove from heat and mix with soup. So we'll go ahead, I'll go ahead right now then, and dump these cream of chicken soups in here. So 5 cream of chicken soups. Now I can already tell, well, let me explain. And this is done a lot, and that's fine, it's for uniformity, but they give you the recipes of what you're supposed to make for the Thanksgiving church dinner. And that I've done that way a lot when I organized ladies events, and I've organized retreats and ladies days at church, you know, speakers coming in, meals, and remember we did Silver Celebration with Christopher and Marcy, and we started that, celebrating folks at church that have been married 25 years or more. And do you remember when we thought, wow, that's a long ways away?
Now we would be that person.
Now we would be the ones attending the dinner. So anyway, it makes sense to go ahead and plan the menu and give the people the recipes. And that's what I did. I signed up for this because, I don't know, it was this or the mashed potatoes or the turkey. And I just knew I wouldn't have time with doing the Thanksgiving collaboration here on YouTube this week. That I wouldn't have time, and the journal, which is what I'm working on today. Alright, let me use that as well, I don't need that. Alright, so 5 cans of soup. And then we're just going to add those vegetables. Anyway, so I signed up for the stuffing balls. Now, no offense to anybody at all, but it would be much easier if we could put it in a pan. and bake it like, you know, a pan.
Had a lot of butter.
It is a lot of butter, but this is a lot of bread, and this is gonna, y'all, this is a lot of bread. This is gonna take up
Well, but it says
a lot of the liquid.
But whenever we get to making the balls, each one of them you get a half a cup of the mixture to make the balls. I mean, that's a pretty good.
You think this is half a cup?
Nope.
Really? That's a shame. I wish it was. I'm glad to see it's made in the USA. Might be.
That's a third.
A third. It's a fourth. I bet. Yep, that's a fourth a cup. So what we'll do is we will take turns scooping 2 of these into each person's hand and rolling them out, because it says you've got to remove from heat and mix with soup. Add breadcrumbs and mix well with that. Add a little broth if you feel like it needs it. I got these at the markdown store a while ago. Organic free-range chicken broth. Maybe the healthiness of that will offset the unhealthiness of the canned cream of chicken soup. Excuse me. But sometimes you just got to use some cream of soups, don't you?
Yep.
Form into balls approximately half a cup each. Then bake in slightly greased pan at 350 for 30 to 45 minutes. Use a little broth to baste if you think it needs it. So we don't bore y'all with all that business. What we're going to do is we will, I'll mix all this up. I don't even know. It's not even going to fit in one pan. We'll mix all this up, and then we'll come back to you when we're forming the balls.
I think it will, because I think when you, like that, when you pour that on here, the breadcrumbs are going to soak up, and it's going to drop a little, I think. That's just what I think.
Now, this Thanksgiving, yeah, I heard you. This Thanksgiving, we're not going to have a special video like we did last year, just because I ain't got it together. Excuse me again. I'll wash my hands and or use gloves before I form the balls, so don't worry about that. But you can watch last year's Thanksgiving special, where our extended family tells what they're thankful for. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was good to have. I enjoyed that. All right, we'll talk to you. We'll come back when we're forming the balls, which that's going to take a lot of pans, don't you think, to bake those?
You are my shelter from the storm. You keep me safe inside your wings. You are my comfort when life gets hard. You lead me to water to drink, and now I trust your gentle
Okay, thank you, little music man. You want to move the stool out of Dad's way, please? All right, Dad washed dishes while I made the balls. So I measured it out, so a half a cup per ball, and it only made 38. Mr. Patient, they're going to kick us out of the church. I only made 38, and it's supposed to make 50.
They ain't going to kick you out of church. They know how good you can cook.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
but my hands are dirty. And my chicken's boiling over. Okay, so I hope I did it right. We're going to bake them 350, 30 minutes. And then I'm going to taste one of them because I want to know what it tastes like. So we're going to end up with 37. So if I did it wrong, I'm sorry. I don't know. I followed the directions. So we're going to find out. Okay, we're finishing up. Mr. Patient actually is on the recliner taking a nap. I'm going to try to get these out. I don't know what I did to my back, but it's hard to bend over. Dishwasher's running, got productivity happening. I'll leave those in there a minute. So I'll show you. So they look good. Just sorry that I didn't make as many as I was supposed to. I'll write the recipe down in the comment section, y'all. I'll go ahead and take this out. I'm also baking some chicken patties for the kids. All right. Let me show you this, then I'll put their chicken back in. I'm going to taste that one, little one. So you put it in there long enough to just get it hot. You're not really having to necessarily cook anything. This makes a nice idea for like a, individual servings. I'm sure you could probably freeze these and reheat them. It would be nice on a buffet, I think. They taste really, really good. You know what? I think it needs a little salt and pepper. And I think it's got too much celery. So I will write the recipe as it was given to me, and then I'll write my notes. Well, so there you go. Mr. Patient, I'm sure, would tell you bye, but he's over there snoozing. And that's okay. Almost 5 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. These are for church tomorrow, for the dinner after church. Hope y'all have a great Thanksgiving, but now I'll see you back here. I've already got some other videos scheduled to go out for next week. A couple of food videos, one encouraging, I hope. Hope it's encouraging. So I will see you in those videos, well, tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.